Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you joining me. We are going to jump right into your reading this morning, Pisces. I'm super excited about it. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Spirit, what can you show us? What is the main energy around Pisces right now? Okay, we're just going to get a quick major arcana overview here. Wow, Judgment and the Emperor, Pisces. Woo! It feels like somebody may be taking charge, maybe making a big decision. This may be you. You may be taking your power back from some kind of situation here. This can also be where someone, whenever I see that bird, and especially like the horn in the bird, it can be communication. Someone may be reaching out. Someone may be hoping for some kind of reconciliation here. Let's dive deeper. Definitely, we have the energy of divine masculine. And we have this judgment energy, which can be, a big decision. It can be something that we thought was over, getting another chance, coming back around. This can be someone stepping into their power to make that happen, to send some kind of message. Someone who has possibly like raised their vibration, or with these marks around the crown chakra, maybe they've had some kind of breakthrough, some kind of awakening here. All right. I got some new decks, Pisces, and this is one of them right here that we're about to use. I have to put my glasses on to see the cards, but I think they're pretty great. All right, so we have Lost in Translation on the bottom of the deck. Unsent messages. Someone plays dumb. A big misunderstanding, regretful words. Two people not on the same page. Yeah, this, let's keep going. Okay. Luxury and comfort, an abundant couple, marriage and money, the pinnacle of success, enjoying expensive trips and items, power couple, emperor and empress. An eerie love, unexplainable bond, exchanging psychic energy, feel it in the bones, can't shake you off. Signs are everywhere, running but can't hide. And ancestors, inherited patterns, healing the lineage, leaving a legacy, family approval, watching from above, finding out family truths. Okay. I feel like there are some things here that I feel like there is definitely, I'm going to start with the bond, the unexplainable bond. I feel like there is something here where okay, for some of you, I'm just going to say this. I feel like someone may be in some other kind of connection for financial reasons, or, when they made the decision to enter into that connection, it may have been for financial reasons, or that may have been where their priority lied in finding a partner. That's not for everyone, but I feel that. And then possibly they met you and there was some kind of just unexplainable connection there and they just can't shake it. There's also kind of this energy of where someone may have been we get a lot of pressure sometimes from our family to be a certain way or to go a certain route, or I'm just getting like there may be something religious here or cultural here. There may be something where there was some kind of disapproval, like this connection was very strong, but there was some disapproval, or this person felt like, well, it would never work because of this or that. But it's also, some kind of soul connection, and even if it doesn't make logical sense, or even if it is disrupting a life already in progress, or whatever the case may be, we can't deny the fact that there is some kind of bond here, or some kind of connection here, and you feel it and I feel it. You know what I mean? But with this Lost in Translation, it's giving me that this is in separation, or this isn't together at this current moment. It's like something has happened, or it can even be where some outside situation has made it so that it feels like this cannot progress, or this cannot continue to move on. Or it came to that place. Somebody may be stepping into their power to change this energy. Yeah. Yeah, this card wants to be seen. Indecision. See? This, okay. See, we're dealing with someone that needs to free themselves from something first. That's what I feel. You have denial and adversity here with freedom on the bottom of the deck, and you had that indecision. And indecision is like, you know, we have this choice and we just don't want to make it. We may feel like there is no good answer, or we may feel like no matter what we choose, there's a price to pay. And, you know, if we just can let things stay status quo, we don't have any price to pay. Although when you have this kind of undeniable, unexplainable bond with someone, there is a price to pay, because you can't really get it off your mind. You can't really get it. It's a very hard thing to let go of. Your soul just keeps reminding you. So you have this denial and you have this adversity. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. And I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Okay, so this is someone who, this is giving me Eight of Swords really bad. And denial, it's, you know, when I see red, this is like passion. This is, you know, like anger. I think we were just talking about this yesterday, of just like when we do not express our emotion, or we do not act on our emotion, when we don't process our emotions, when we shove them down, oftentimes they rise to the surface in the form of, you know, passion and anger. And, you know, so this is like someone, I feel like, who tried to deny their feelings. And, you know, because they were fearful of what it would mean to them, or to their situation, or even, you know, potentially to their family relationships, or, you know, this person may have also even had someone in their family that was disloyal, or, you know, didn't honor their commitment or something, and they were like, I'm not going to be like that. I'm doing this forever. You know what I mean? Like someone who sort of like made it their mission to almost like overcome something that an ancestor, or like a parent or a grandparent had done or been. And that may be leading them to this place of, you know, when we're operating on a sense of, you know, who we're not gonna be, rather than just acknowledging and accepting and living our truth and our authenticity and being who we are, without worrying about that in relation to anyone else or anything else, you know, it can get us really off track. You know, it can get us into some problem situations. So that can be for some people. But, you know, instead of looking at what needed to be overcome here by kind of an opportunity to learn, to grow, to discover, to be curious, to figure something out, to get to know the self better even, there's this energy of I'm going to avoid it. You know what I mean? I'm going to deny it and kind of bury my head in the sand and sort of, you know, just try to pretend that it never happened, or that I don't know it, or that, you know what I'm saying? But on the bottom of the deck, we have this freedom energy. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And this is someone who is really taking their power back. They're liberating themselves from some situation where they may have felt trapped, or they may have committed to it at one point when they were in a different energy, but they may have evolved and grown beyond that, and they may be in a different energy. But with the Emperor and this freedom card, I'm really feeling someone is rising above to make a very big decision here. All right, let's dive into the tarot and see what we got here, Pisces. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Yeah, we have the Strength card here on the bottom of the deck. Wow. We have the Knight of Cups with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands here. You know, the Knight of Cups is where we allow our heart to lead, where we, you know, follow what our heart desires, what our heart wants. That's the movement we make, the chances that we take. They're directed and guided by the heart space. With the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, it's like, definitely someone is recognizing a very solid and stable lifelong partner, the potential to have something, I don't know why this is the word coming to my mind, but real. And I guess sometimes with Pentacles that can be true, because we're talking about the material world here. But, you know, it's like, even if what they have is comfortable, or even if what they have is, financially fruitful, this King of Pentacles feels reliable. This King of Pentacles feels dependable. And it feels like someone who shows up. The expression, the eyes on this King of Pentacles are like soft. They're not like a penetrating, hard, I'll do anything to, like a cutthroat energy. It's more of an understanding, compassionate, empathetic energy. Look at those eyes, you guys. It's, yeah, I just keep getting, it's real. So like, you know, if maybe what attracted you to each other in a first relationship or connection was, wow, we would be financially really well off if we got together, you know what I mean? There can be this energy of emptiness, or maybe that's all there is, you know, because there's this empty chair sitting here, and there's just a picture of a place. There's not, you know, pictures of couples holding hands, or, you know what I mean? This is not a celebration of love. This is just a celebration of money. You know, yeah, we traveled. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we can buy art. Yeah, we can buy nice furniture or whatever, you know what I mean? Or we can have a soft and accommodating house, but it's empty. This King of Pentacles feels, you know, there's something here, a mark up by the throat chakra. And it's like, I feel like there is a depth of conversation, or there's even, you know, normally when you talk about intellect, you talk about swords, and we don't have any swords here, but I just feel like, you know, this is like deep conversation person, or person that I always look forward to understanding their opinion or their point of view or where they're coming from. Someone who grounds and centers me. You know what I'm saying? This is the energy that I'm getting. And with this Six of Wands, you know, this horse picture is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the cloisters, the Met cloisters in New York City, but there are these unicorn tapestries there. And in one of the unicorn tapestries, it's in the center of a fence. And it's like this beautiful, beautiful creature, but it's like trapped in this fence. And there is this energy that I'm getting from this white horse. It's a white unicorn in the picture, of that same feeling that you get when you look at that tapestry. It's pretty amazing. I can't think of the artist or the name, or I just know I saw it at the Met cloisters in New York City. But there's this quality of this where I recognize it, but like I have recognition of who this person is or what this person is, but I also feel this sense of trapped. I feel this sense of, you know, there is no movement here. There is this almost, you know, like a lack of freedom. I don't know. But it's like, so with the Knight of Cups, it's almost like if I could, I would. Okay, let me just clarify this Knight of Cups. You know I have to know. For some of you, this person is involved in another relationship. Oh, for others of you, like they're not single with the Hermit in reverse. Also, didn't this come out in yesterday's reading where we're talking about the Hermit as a means of diving deeper and finding out what we actually really want? So I feel like this is somehow tied to yesterday's reading, if that resonated with you. There's this energy of someone who really does not feel free to follow their heart or to say what they want to say here because they're engaged in, they're not single. The Hermit is a single energy. Whenever you see the Hermit upright, I would say like, oh, this person is not in a, like, is not connected to someone else. But it's like at this time in this space, maybe when this person met you, or maybe when their soul recognized you, they felt not free to move forward here. This can also be, if it's not someone who's in a relationship, with the 10 of Cups though, it really is giving me they're in another relationship. But if with the Hermit in reverse, this can also just be someone who wasn't ready. Someone who was not clear about what they wanted. Maybe they didn't know if they wanted emotional contentment with another person, but they didn't also feel free to really say that. They may also feel like they owe you some kind of apology for the way that they behaved. They may have, with the Knight of Cups, even for some of you, come forward a little bit and love bombed, and or maybe not even love bombed, but projected that they were someone who was ready for a relationship or who was coming forward with their heart on their sleeve, but then they backed away or they kind of reneged because they didn't really know, they hadn't really met themselves deeply yet. With the Strength card, this person has been working to overcome whatever this energy is, you know, whatever your exact story is. When I'm doing a general reading, there's a lot of energies that come out in a lot of scenarios. And if your intuition is telling you something, always listen to your intuition when you're watching a tarot card reading. No matter what the tarot card reader says, listen to your own intuition. With the Strength card though, you see there's like almost this sense of the rainbow here with the, I guess this is sort of like a dog. There's just this energy of sort of understanding what I have to do. Wow, underneath the Strength card is the Sun. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo, but this person is understanding what they have to overcome or what they have to I'll just say overcome in order to have their happiness. Six of Pentacles underneath that. I keep getting the sense that they're in a relationship that is not fulfilling, or if they're not in a relationship that's not fulfilling, this can be where they have avoided getting in a relationship. With the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, this also can be someone who really enjoys the beginning part of a relationship where, you know, there's all the butterflies and there's all the, I don't know if they like me, and there's all the kind of, you know, heightened sense of things. But then when it comes to really translating it into something long-term, this person may just be a little bit too immature to really take it to that next level. And so they kind of go from beginning of relationship to beginning of relationship. Like they probably have a string of 2 to 4 month relationships under their belt, but nothing, sorry, too long term. But I feel like this person, it's like they haven't deeply considered like a long-term relationship or something, or what that would mean, or they may have even avoided it. But their soul, this is just giving me, my soul recognizes you. My soul sees the worth and the value and the strength of you and the way that I feel for you with the wand in his mouth. It's like, I do desire this. I'm recognizing that this is what I actually want, regardless of what I'm tied up to or my reason for feeling trapped or for not coming through for this, for being kind of lost in translation here. For Pisces, one more for Pisces, please. So, right. Okay. So see, this person did not take action. There is something about an empty collaboration here. There is something, you have the Five of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. And I'm telling you, it's like if this person is engaged in a relationship, it's like it feels like a very lonely place. It feels like it's very empty. It's very void. And again, with, you know, all these pentacles, we just have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. This can be something based on finance, or like somebody, like if I don't know why I'm gonna give you this scenario. Like if someone signed a lease or like moved in with someone and is financially tied to someone or invested in something financially with someone, it may be that they feel that they can't leave the connection because they would have too big a loss because of the collaboration or because of what they have chosen to build with someone else. And that may be, but it's empty. It's like I just keep getting the emptiness feeling. I mean, look at these cards. That chair is empty. That picture is empty. Look at how empty these cards are. But yeah, I feel it's kind of like at the time something seemed like or felt like a really good idea, or it felt like it was going to be hold a lot of potential. But I almost feel like this person has changed. I don't know if they changed because they met you. But there is something about where it's like, you know, when you change, but you're trying to stay in the same place, it doesn't have the same, it doesn't hold the same excitement or joy or something in it that it once did. It lacks what once felt very promising, or what once felt very like, oh yeah, I'm sure about this. It's like, but there's this energy of not wanting to admit it. We have the Three and the Five of Pentacles here, and that we have the Four of Pentacles here. We have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is someone who's guarded and holding back. And the Page of Swords in this particular arrangement is really giving me someone who is energetically unwilling to really close the door, but they're also not willing to open up on the physical plane and acknowledge what this is, or open up their heart to it, or, you know, they're not ready for whatever they feel like they would be losing here. This indecision feeling, this Three and Five of Pentacles feeling, it's like, it's like in some way, this connection with you, Pisces, is a challenge to their way of life. Whatever that is, however that is, whether they're in a relationship, whether they're not, whether they're single, whether it's their friends, whether it's their family, whatever it is, this person feels like making this decision to choose this connection is in some way going to cost them something that I feel they are trying to avoid. It's like the Page of Swords is riding the fence. It's like, I don't want to totally close things off with Pisces because I'm strangely drawn in that direction and I want to be there with Pisces. And that feels real, and that feels like there's this recognition of what that is or what that could be. But at the same time, if I were to go that route, it would change things of what I've already established or what I was already working on in my life, or the way I was already doing life, and I'm not ready, or I'm not prepared, or I may be not mature enough or not ready for what comes with that. You know what I mean? It's not just like a clean decision. It's not like, you know, I'm just here looking for my person, totally available. You know what I mean? Oh, and there's my person. Okay, now we can just be together happily ever after. This feels like far more like star-crossed kind of energy. But with the Page of Swords, I feel like this person is probably spying on you, or probably trying however they can to get information about you or what's going on with you. There's definitely a curiosity. I do see on this person, you see the mark on their throat chakra here. I feel this person wants to speak, has something to say, would like to say something, but is holding back for sure with the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. And they're holding back because they're not ready to make some kind of decision. Let's clarify this Page of Swords wanting to speak with some message cards, shall we? What is it? What is it this Page of Swords wants to say? Our story isn't over yet. I want to work things out. I miss you. I have sexual fantasies about you. Guys, there is a third party on the bottom of the deck. That doesn't have to be for everyone, okay? And the third party does not have to be another person or another relationship. It can be the energy of their friends. It can be the energy of their family. It can be the energy of their job. It can be the energy of, you know, their own limited belief system, you know, whatever. They're just not ready. They're just not in the space where, you know, they are able to, or they feel ready to act on what it is they have recognized or known here. Okay. What else can you show me? What else can you show me for Pisces? Guys. I feel the energy of this person thinking about this all the time. You have the Strength card, you have the Page of Cups, Temperance, and the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You know, with the Strength card and the Page of Cups, it's like finding the confidence, the strength, the courage, the bravery to say what the heart wants to say. You know, you can even see that heart almost putting a chokehold on this person's throat chakra. It's like, it's right there. This person really wants to let this out. They really want to say what they want to say here, but it's like they have to find the courage or the strength to do it. And with Temperance here, I think this is it's a matter of time for sure. With the Four of Cups, this person does not want to miss this opportunity. Ugh. Even in this particular Four of Cups, it's like you can see some area of their life would have to blow up for them to be able to accept this love. Underneath that's the Lovers. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to clarify all of this because we need to. The Page of Cups, again, it can be an energy of a secret admirer, someone who is really admiring you from afar. With these hearts right here, this person may even like send you meta, or they may even think about you and you may feel them thinking about you. It's so clear with the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Strength card here. This is someone who has to release the fear and illusion. Okay, well, if I choose this, then this could go wrong, that could go wrong. I could be giving up this, I could be losing this. What if this person doesn't want me anymore? Or what if this goes, you know, it feels like there is some energy in their mind that has kind of really been this force to hold them back or to kind of prevent them from being able to come forward. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it really feels like this person is working to release that and is really working to gain their strength, their courage, their bravery here. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, I mean, guys, you have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, which we had the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups up top. You see what I'm saying? You're having a lot of repeat cards. This is like, this is an energy that's aligning, that's really syncing up, that's becoming more and more clear. It's forming into something that isn't changing as much as maybe it once did. With this person's energy, it's like the thought, the idea, all of it is coming together. It's forming into something more solid, more stable, more serious here, with these cards repeating over and over again. And what is really on their mind is following their heart, coming forward, speaking from the heart, telling their truth, stepping into their authenticity, and prioritizing their heart for once, and I feel like this person with the 8 of Pentacles, for one thing, I get the sense of this person may have turned to work or to focus on something else or to work on something else in order to like avoid thinking about this or dealing with this, because I feel a lot of avoidance energy here. But it's just with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, it's like even when they're trying to avoid it, it's on their mind. And when something is really interfering with your life to that degree, it's like it's a matter of time before you're going to take some kind of action on it, whatever that is. But what I see is also someone who's working to hone their skill or to possibly or potentially get ready. For some of you, if this is a matter of finances, like if someone did sign a lease with someone, they may be putting kind of a plan together in place or working to, even save the money to be able to pay, to break the lease, or, whatever would need to be done for this person financially. They may be, coming to the point where financially they're about ready to be able to break free of this situation. 2 pages, like this person, they have something to say. I feel like they are probably also having some kind of breakthrough thoughts. They are kind of getting more and more clear with their thoughts about what they're going to do or what course of action they're going to take here, how it's going to be that they're going to follow their heart. I don't feel this person making reckless or careless moves at this point. I feel like this person, if you're having to risk something to come forward, that's an investment. And when you talk about investments in relationships, when people begin to invest in a connection, that's when they don't want to lose it. And I feel that very strongly here with this 8 of Pentacles card. It's like, whether or not someone's investing to your face, whether they're, kind of showing up and putting the work and the time and the energy in, it feels like there's some level of commitment and some level of energy going here for this person to be able to at least kind of find out where this is going to go or what the potential is. But it does feel like, either they're saving money or they're just focusing their energy on this situation, it feels like a bit. Yeah, I mean, I even get with the Knight of Cups, it's like they're buying the suit of arms. They're, learning how to ride the horse. They're, you know what I mean? It's sort of, so like this could be anything, like this person could be practicing communicating from their heart space. With that Page of Cups and the Strength card, it's like, sometimes if you have a hard time telling people that you love them, you can start by going to the safe people in your life, like your parents or whoever those safe people are, and being like, you know what, I love you. Just practicing, exercising that muscle. It's an interesting energy, but I feel the energy of someone investing in this, or, kind of getting to the point where it's like they actually do have more to lose than you might realize by even like letting you go. And once you're invested on 2 paths at the same time, it's like, I don't know. because with this temperance energy, let's clarify temperance. Okay, let's clarify temperance. Yeah, this is exactly what I was getting. When you're investing in two paths, right? When you, like, whatever this is, you know what I mean? If this is someone's career, if this is, you know, their family, if this is like whatever, if you're investing in two places, or you feel you're investing in two places, which you can only do that for so long before you really have to choose. You know what I'm saying? Like, not in all circumstances, but in this one that I'm picking up on, it's like, yes, it's like with temperance, there are two cups, and it's bringing those two energies into one energy. And you can't do that with, you know, you got to choose one thing to come together with, right? So for the long term, for the long run. And there's this energy with the 9 going into the 10 of wands, where, especially with the hangman here, where it's like the desire is getting too great. The desire is becoming overwhelming. The desire is reaching its like maximum capacity to come together in a serious way with someone, in a balanced way, in a healthy way, in a productive way. And, you know, we have had our guard up. We have seen the 4 of Pentacles. We have seen the 2 of Swords. We have seen indecision in the Oracle deck. You know, we have seen all of these things. And it's that nine of Pentacles, or that 9 of Wands, is someone who is sort of blocking or being very guarded with something. You know, trying their hardest to put up a block, or trying their hardest to kind of prevent themselves from having to make a decision, or from having to open up to the thing. But when we put that guard up, when we don't allow ourselves to, you know, feel freely, move freely, you know, interact with life on a kind of free basis, it piles up, and it becomes to this point where it's overwhelming, where we can't take it anymore. We all know those feelings, you know, when we're like, oh, I'm exhausted, but you know what, I just have 5 more things to get done, and when I get these 5 things done, I'll sleep. But it's like the exhaustion just keeps getting more and more intense, to the point where, you know, usually what happens is like we make a mistake, or we hurt ourselves, or, you know, we do something where it's like, no, you got to shut this down. You can't keep putting off sleep. And that's kind of how I feel with this temperance energy. It's like someone who's, you know, halfway into 2 situations, or is trying to sort of, you know, maintain, you know, I'm seeing like a water skier, and it's like their legs are getting farther and farther and farther apart. It becomes harder to maintain balance and to you know, stay upright on the skis. It's kind of that energy is what I'm getting, for whatever that means to anyone. But it's like it's becoming untenable. It's becoming unsustainable. And there is this energy of needing to ground and to center and to put the focus in one direction, and to come together in that way. And with the 4 of Cups, there's this, you know, it's like I'm blowing something up regardless here. You know, I'm either losing a chance at someone I recognize as a deep soulmate, who's reliable and who has something more to offer me, something more than the emptiness that I'm experiencing right now. You know, like if this is someone with their friends, and they don't want to let go of the good times with their buddies or whatever, you know, that is exhausting, and it is empty. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, it's like, yeah, we have a million memories and a million stories to tell, but who the hell is going to listen to them except us with us? You know what I mean? And is that what we're really looking for in life, right? So there's just this energy of feeling like, you know, it's a matter of time before the unfulfilling nature of what I'm investing in, or what like I committed to, or what, you know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, I mean, even with your family, or even with your job, or even, you know, regardless of what the third party situation is, it's like nothing really in life, I don't know, can sort of compete with what the heart wants. Like, you know, I mean, I guess it depends, like everybody has different priorities, but the heart can be such a persistent, you know, energy. And it just feels here with Temperance and the Nine of Wands going to the Ten of Wands, that it's like this person has tried to stay guarded. This person has tried to avoid making a decision. This person has tried to avoid blowing up any area of their life, and has tried to keep the peace by just inaction, by guarding themselves, or by, you know, sort of blocking all the energy. But it's getting too hard. It's getting too much. And with the Hangman here, this person is getting some serious clarity, some serious enlightenment about it. You know, this person may have kind of pulled out and stopped engaging on a deep basis in any area of their life, so that they can sort of have this moment to really see the truth, or to really figure this out once and for all. Because when the pressure gets that intense for you, you get kind of short-tempered usually, you know what I mean, with everybody. And it's like, you don't really want to get short-tempered in any of these situations, I feel like. It's interesting. I feel this person sort of like withdrawing into themselves with this Hangman energy, and, you know, trying to see for themselves. And I feel like this is something they have not really done. But with the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Hangman here, it's like someone who's letting go of, let me consider everyone else's opinion or what everyone else thinks, or let me, you know, sort of get lost in the what ifs or the could haves or the should haves or the any of that, and let me just block all that out, or let it all go, and just allow the truth to sort of come and resonate deeply in my soul, point me in the right direction, help me to move beyond this exhaustive burden. All right, let's do another round for Pisces. All right. Gosh, you guys, seriously, here are all the swords again. I mean, not really again, but there's this energy of, you know, the 9 going to the 10 again. We had the 9 of Wands going to the 10 of Wands. Now we have the 9 of Swords going to the 10 of Swords. You know, we can't, there's an energy here of I just can't handle it. It's like everything is becoming too much. My desire to have it is becoming too much. What it's costing me, where it's taking me mentally, is too much. With the 5 of Swords, I feel like, you know, that this is overcoming me. It is overwhelming me, and it is making me feel like I can't see the forest for the trees. Like I can't even think anymore. It's like I don't even know what the answers are, or where to even find the answers. And that's, I think, why we saw that Hangman. You have the Page of Pentacles here. There's an important spiritual lesson tied up to this for this person. And, you know, I feel sorry for anyone that's in the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. I mean, you want to talk about a difficult sword situation. This is like fear and anxiety. This is like, you know, almost kind of doing ourselves in, exhausting ourselves, mentally draining ourselves with our own thoughts. And with the 5 of Swords, it's not leading us toward any kind of clarity. It's only leading us toward greater confusion and a greater feeling of defeat, you know? So it's kind of like, the more I think about it, there is no answer, right? And why do we think about things? To get an answer, right? And so with this Page of Pentacles, it's like, the 10 is there. So we have this opportunity to complete this cycle. And when we complete a cycle, it's typically because we have learned a lesson from it. And we have figured out that if we make a different decision at this point, then we will be getting out of this cycle and into a different one. You know what I mean? And I feel like this person going from the 9 to the 10 of Wands and Swords, it's like they're ready to be out of this cycle. They're ready to stop suffering in this way, and they're ready to figure this out. And 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this person may be becoming like autonomous or free to make their own decisions. We saw that 8 of Pentacles where they were working to, you know, free themselves, or they were working on a plan to possibly even like become financially independent. With the 9 of Pentacles, that is what we see there. With the 9 of Pentacles, there is financial independence, if that's what we're working toward in this particular case. And for others of you, this may, you know, we have that freedom card just above it, that we may finally be becoming single. You know, we started out with the Hermit in reverse, and now we are getting the 9 upright. 9s are single energies. So, okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles again, the Ace of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the Magician, and the 8 of Swords. Okay. So we have 3 8s. This is something that keeps coming back around again. It no matter what I do, you know, this is something that is unavoidable. It just keeps coming up. So with the 8 of Cups, this person has to make a decision, you know, to walk away from something. And with the Ace of Wands, it's like, this is someone who has the opportunity to have something that they do deeply desire, or to have a new beginning with something that they do deeply desire. And they've had to work very hard for this with the 8 of Pentacles, especially at the base of this, the 8 of Pentacles. It's like, that's where the whole opportunity comes from, is the hard work that this person has been willing to put into this. And it is that feeling of like investing almost like on our own to even have the right or the freedom to make our own autonomous decision here. With a Magician, this is someone that is stepping into their power. This is someone who is figuring out that they have many tools, that they do in fact possess everything that they need in order to you know, have what they want, or to get what they need, or what is meant for them in this life. With the 8 of Swords there, this is self-entrapment, but you see how the fish, it has risen above the swords. It's like, I feel the energy, especially with the Judgment here, and with this particular 8 of Swords, it's like they have freed themselves from this endless wheel of thinking. This endless, you know, diatribe of trying to figure something out logically and analytically, only to find themselves more confused. This feels like freedom. This feels like rising above this thought entrapment, you know, and just accepting that I see the light. And to be honest with you, this can be even just the energy of someone like breaking free to the place where they can be them with them, to make their own decision, to have the freedom to make their own decision. Because I feel like there were other things influencing this decision to begin with. And I feel like this is kind of a huge and major step just in the right direction of, you know, first I have to be me with me. You know, if this is someone who is in a relationship or a marriage, it's like, they need to, and I don't like, I'm not casting judgment, and I'm not talking of like from a place of like, I know everything in the world, because I definitely don't, and I freely admit that. I only know my own experience and my own perspective and what I get from the cards. And what I get from these cards is kind of this energy of, you know, we don't want to go from one thing into another thing. We want to solidify us with us before we jump into something. Like, we want to know who we are. We want to be solid and stable on our own before we get into something with someone else. So whether they're getting out of a relationship, or whether they're taking their power back from their job, or whether they're you know, taking their power back from their family or their friend group or whatever, it's like they need a moment to just be themselves, and to like solidify this energy of, you know, making their own decisions, knowing their own mind, being free to feel like they have choice and that, you know, there is no pressure in any direction to make any kind of decision here. With this Nine of Pentacles, that's what I'm really getting. All right, so let me ask, what is the best possible outcome for this situation at this time? Okay, I always, wow, the world. So we are closing a cycle. I always pay close attention to the cards that fall upright. You have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Dang. You guys are getting a lot of repeat cards here. You have the King of Pentacles and the Star card. Oh, and you have another one. The Queen of Swords. Okay. Wow, that's clarity. That's what I just got from that, especially with this Eight of Swords. Yeah. You know, I feel like there is this energy of someone who is this Eight of Swords. I love this deck so much. Okay, in this Eight of Swords, you see this almost like this animal in a fetal position almost. This feels like someone who is not really talking to anyone, someone who has sort of built up kind of a wall around themselves for them to be free of, you know, having to think all of these thoughts. It's like someone who's really protecting themselves to be able to make their own decision. And the Queen of Swords is where we get clarity. This is where it's like we see the truth. We see our own truth. We have clarity. And this can also be a strong conversation. So this can be someone who, you know, they're staying in this energy until they're ready to talk, until they're ready to, till they have the clarity that they feel they need, that gives them the confidence to swing their sword, to say what they want to say, to cut off what they need to cut off, and to be able to move forward, to come together in this connection or however, or whatever. I do feel like this person throughout, you know, we had that King of Pentacles energy, and I felt like that kind of represented you, Pisces, where it's like, you know, this is a solid and stable, you know, person where there is more there than just, you know, appearances or emptiness or, yeah, it looked like what I wanted or it was what I wanted at the time, but now I'm realizing that I have a depth to me that needs something more. So I feel like this person, I mean, this cycle is closing out. This person is coming to a place of clarity, and they're coming to a place where they will be ready to talk. And I feel like this is, you know, about what they really truly want and what they really truly feel that they need. And that I feel like there is a certain element that at least this person feels of fate and destiny in this connection, in this relationship, in even crossing paths with you or meeting you in the first place. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, I mean, this is like, yeah, I want to do the deep dive. I want to build the foundation, you know, I want to build. I want to have a legacy. I want to spend time investing in this relationship and enjoying this relationship even. Oh, Pisces. All right. So with my messages, I actually made a deck here out of 3 decks. I was thinking about how I could, you know, for those of you who want to keep it and for those of you who think it's not, you know, valuable or it takes away even from the reading, I thought, well, how could I maybe make it more better? And so I really appreciate your feedback. I definitely try to, you know, listen to it. I'm trying to get you the peace and clarity that you're seeking. So I put 3 decks together. They all sort of work together, but we'll see. Other things may come out besides just messages. And so let's see what happens here this first day that we're trying this. Pisces, if you're dealing with a water sign, I hope that you can forgive me one day. You broke my heart. I bury myself in work to forget you. I want to start over. Trust, if it is safe to trust this situation. Patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. Second chance, this relationship deserves a second chance. And I lost myself for a little while. All right. So let me know if you like this deck of 3 decks. All right, if you're dealing with a fire sign, I saved your texts and messages. We will be together again. I can't be with you. Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. I wonder if you are happy without me. I compare others to you. This is someone who's still lost in their mental cycle, I feel. If you are dealing with an earth sign, I want you so badly. I hide my feelings. I'm not financially stable. Okay. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. I miss seeing you. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. And if you're dealing with an air sign, I am recovering. I miss hearing your voice. Finances, financial challenges are affecting the connection. I don't know what comes next. I don't want to let you go. Soulmate, your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. I don't want to know. And obsession, someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Pisces, this is what I have for you today. I really hope it helps. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to hear from you guys. Until next time, guys, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.